Now that you've created your artwork and you've reflected on your happiness and things that contribute to that happiness, the people and the events and the things, you've made your artwork following the original inspirational video that was posted. Now it's time to take your artwork and have a conversation with it. This reflection is based on the work of Lucia Capacchione, that's part of our Moodle, using the non-dominant hand to trigger our subconscious mind, the all-knowing wisdom mind inside, to tell us things that are part of us that might not be so exposed in our conscious mind. So take your artwork that you've just created, put it in front of you as if you're going to have a conversation, and look at it. Look at it deeply, as if it's a separate thing than the paper that took all your creativity. Look at it, that it's going to talk to you. First thing you're going to do is your paper to the side. You're going to write your questions with your dominant hand, the hand you usually write with. And the first question you're going to write is, who are you? Or what are you? So you're kind of giving it a title or a name. Write that question with your dominant hand. And now with your non-dominant hand, you're going to answer by looking at that artwork and reflecting. And I have to say, it feels a little scratchy. It feels like you're 4 years old. But stick with that non-dominant hand and write. Answer. Answer looking at that artwork. Who are you or what are you? Make the answer as complete as you can. It could be short or it could be long. The next question you're going to write with your dominant hand is, how do you feel? Short and simple. Now switch to your non-dominant hand. Talking to your artwork, how do you feel? Third question, dominant hand. What makes you feel that way? Switch hands. And now your subconscious, you're tapping in to the inner child of you, your inner parts that your subconscious knows all this about, your life, your memories, your questions, your answers. And you're going to write why this artwork feels this way. Last question, dominant hand. What do you want me to know? Or what do you have to tell me? Non-dominant hand. The artwork is now going to talk to you in its completeness of what it created, what symbols, what emotions, and let it speak. After you complete this, you've made the artwork, you've watched the video, you've answered your questions, you're not going to share that very intimate dialogue with us in our forum, except for, what did you learn? This is art therapy. This is personal. If you want to share, you can share. If it's personal and you feel you want to keep it that way, then you do not have to write it in its entirety. But I'd like for you as a teacher, an art teacher, an educator, somebody creating and expressing, what was the experience like for you? All right, so that is your question, and I will put it in the form. What was this like for you? What did you learn? All right, this is a great activity I use all the time as an art educator, because I'm not using art therapy and psychology to dig deep in, like, how do you feel? And I'm not interpreting as an outsider. The artwork itself, and you having a conversation with your non-dominant hand, with your subconscious, the questions come out, the answers come out right through the artwork. It's a way to personally reflect without somebody sitting in a chair across from you going, oh, yeah, I see, yeah, you didn't like that, or you love that person. Or so it's a wonderful way, especially art educators. We can use this as a tool in our classroom, even in young grades, to give titles to artwork. Or how does that painting feel? How does that artwork? Maybe it's clay. Maybe it's a mandala made of leaves and rocks. So curious about what you're going to come up with. Your artwork and your reflection is due in the forum. Just your response on what it was like. You don't have to post your artwork unless you want to. Again, it could be very personal, very sacred. In the video, you saw people crying. You might cry a little. You may laugh a lot. Every experience is very different. And again, I've worked with a whole group of people. I continue to be trained in this area of creative journaling and non-dominant hand by Lucia Capacchione. So I hope you're enjoying it. It's a tool you can use as an art educator to facilitate therapeutic modality. Good luck. Have fun.